If you've been training your legs for a while and you still look in the mirror thinking they don't match your upper body, or you're tired of that top-heavy look where your chest and arms are doing all the talking while your lower half looks like it's barely been invited to the gym, then you're not alone. And the truth is most people get leg training completely wrong for years without even realizing it. They either avoid it because it's uncomfortable, or they do a few random machines, half-hearted leg presses, maybe some curls and extensions, and hope that somehow that turns into dense, powerful, athletic legs. It doesn't. Building real leg size, the kind that changes your entire physique and makes your frame look strong from every angle, comes from consistent overload on a few fundamental movement patterns, repeated intelligently, progressed slowly, and executed with control. And if you strip away all the noise from fitness trends, influencer routines, and machine gimmicks, you end up with 5 movements that essentially build everything below your waist in a complete, balanced way. The squat pattern, the lunge pattern, the hinge pattern, the step-up pattern, and the calf raise. Everything else is just variation or decoration on top of those foundations. Now, the first and most important movement, the one that basically sets the ceiling for your entire lower body development, is the squat, specifically something like the barbell back squat. This is not just an exercise, it's a full lower body loading system. When you squat properly, you are forcing your quads, glutes, adductors, spinal stabilizers, and even your core to work together under heavy load. And that combination is what creates that dense, athletic look people associate with strong legs. The mistake most people make is turning squats into ego lifts or partial reps, bouncing out of the bottom, or never actually controlling the descent. If you want legs that grow, you need to treat every rep like it matters. The descent should be controlled, almost slow enough that you feel each muscle loading like a spring, and then the drive up should be powerful but not sloppy. Think about pushing the floor away rather than just standing up. When you commit to squats for months and progressively add weight or reps, something interesting happens. Your whole frame changes. Your waist looks smaller, your upper body looks more balanced, and your legs stop looking like an afterthought and start looking like the base of an athlete. But squats alone are not enough, because if you only train bilaterally and only in one pattern, you'll develop strength but not full shape or balance. That's where the walking lunge comes in. Lunges are brutal in a different way because they expose every imbalance you have. One leg is forced to stabilize your entire body while the other drives through, and that unilateral demand builds not only size but coordination and athletic control. Walking lunges specifically add a dynamic element that forces your legs to work through repeated tension instead of resting at the top, like static split squats. When you step forward into each rep, you're loading the quads and glutes through a long range of motion. And if you keep your torso controlled and avoid rushing, you'll feel an intense burn that is completely different from squats. This is the kind of movement that builds that sweeping quad shape and also tightens up your hips and stabilizers in a way that makes everything else you do in training feel stronger. Then you have the movement that most people underestimate until they finally do it correctly and realize their hamstrings have probably never been trained properly in their life, and that is the Romanian deadlift. This is not about pulling from the floor like a powerlifter. This is about hinging at the hips with control and loading the posterior chain in a stretched position. Your hamstrings are not just for curling your leg back. They are massive contributors to overall leg size and shape, especially from the side view, where that thickness behind the thigh creates depth and power. When you perform a Romanian deadlift correctly, you are pushing your hips back while keeping a slight bend in the knees, lowering the weight slowly while maintaining tension, and feeling a deep stretch in the back of your legs before driving the hips forward again. The key here is control, not speed. If you rush this movement, you lose the entire benefit. If you slow it down and really focus on tension, your hamstrings will develop in a way that completely changes the look of your lower body. If you find this video helpful and informative, please support the Healthy Pantry channel by leaving your comment below, liking this video, and subscribing for more daily health and nutrition tips. You find this now, while squats and lunges already hit a lot of muscle and Romanian deadlifts build the posterior chain, there is still a missing piece for complete leg development, and that is single leg strength through elevation and stability, which is where step-ups come in. Step-ups look simple, almost too simple, and that's exactly why most people underestimate them. But when you load them properly and perform them with intention, they become one of the most athletic and complete leg builders you can do. The act of stepping onto a platform forces your working leg to lift your entire body through space without assistance from the trailing leg if you do it correctly. This builds not just muscle, but coordination, balance, and explosive strength. The trick is to avoid pushing off the back foot and instead drive entirely through the front heel, controlling both the ascent and descent. Over time, step-ups develop a kind of spring strength in your legs that transfers into running, jumping, and overall athletic movement, while also adding size to the quads and glutes in a very functional way. And finally, the movement that most people ignore until it becomes obvious they should not, the calf raise. You can have strong thighs, powerful glutes, and thick hamstrings, but if your calves are underdeveloped, your legs will still look incomplete. Calves are stubborn for most people because they are used to constant low-level activity from walking, which makes them resistant to growth unless you train them with real intensity and full range of motion. A proper calf raise is not a bounce. It's a controlled lift to full contraction at the top and a deep stretch at the bottom, held for a moment to maximize tension. Whether you do them standing or on a machine, the principle is the same: slow, controlled, full range, and high volume. Calves respond well to repetition and frequency, so hitting them consistently is what eventually breaks through their stubbornness. When you put all of this together, something important becomes clear. Leg development is not about finding a secret exercise. It's about mastering a few fundamental patterns and repeating them with progression. Squats give you overall mass and strength. Lunges build symmetry and shape. Romanian deadlifts create posterior thickness. Step-ups add athletic control and single-leg power, and calf raises complete the aesthetic. If you train these consistently twice a week, focus on adding either weight or reps over time, and actually treat your leg sessions with the same seriousness you give your upper body, your physique will start to change in a noticeable way within weeks and dramatically within months. And here's the part most people don't expect. Once your legs start growing properly, everything else in your training starts to improve too. Your stability increases, your core gets stronger without extra work, your lifts become more powerful, and even your posture changes because your body is no longer top-heavy. That's why serious lifters always emphasize leg training even when it feels uncomfortable. It's not just about aesthetics. It's about building a foundation that supports everything else you do in the gym. So if you've been stuck with underdeveloped legs, the solution isn't more random exercises or longer workouts. It's commitment to these 5 movements done correctly, progressively, and consistently. The boring truth is that they work, but only if you work them long enough to let your body adapt. And once it does, you won't just have bigger legs, you'll have a completely different physique. Thank you for joining us here at the Healthy Pantry. We hope you found the information valuable and inspiring. Remember, your health is a journey, and we are here to guide you every step of the way. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.